look at that. Gotta wall this up. Serious food gathering. Yeah. There you go. That's a villager kill right there. Look at these Donzos putting in work. I've got a good feeling we can survive this. Yeah, what we've got going on is great. We're getting into the rice fields here. We really want in. What a great idea. Hey everyone. Of course, I'm glad to see you tuned back in. Really hoping by now we've hit that 100 subscriber milestone. And as kind of a future anticipated celebration, what could be better than our first video at 100 subscribers than versus Fish? We played this opponent on French Pass. Fish played as the French on Fish Pass, and it was Fish played the French on French Pass. That's going to be an exciting new map, Fish Pass. And I really like playing this guy. I feel bad because poor Fish is on a bit of a downswing. From what I recall when I first matched up against him on French Pass, he was up at Diamond 1. And now I think he's fallen down to Platinum 2. So my words for Fish are keep at it. We all have our slumps. I mean, gosh, I remember one season I just would not stop dying to ram rushes. It was all just English, longbow, spearman, ram. Those were sad times. But you'll pull through. You'll get out of that dip. Getting lucky here. We're spotting the barracks going down from Fish, and we're seeing the spearmen come forward. We know exactly where the angle of attack's going to come from. Would love to see an outpost. Yeah. Deny both the gold and the stone. Really like the decision here from Fish, and I can't believe I lost a villager there. Cannot believe I didn't notice that. I'm going to send one scout over to Fish's base because I want to know what landmark he's going and if he's rushing gold or if he's just gathering wood. It might be another one of those Mongol players who just goes for a ton of wood to start off with and just gets a second town center. But it's looking like superior mobility, so packed up buildings are going to move faster, and the silver tree, so it looks like it could be a trade strategy here. And do I scout it? Yep, I've got my scout coming by. We're spotting it going up. How have we responded to the tower rush? Well, the mining camp's going to burn down. If we repair it, he might just burn it down again, so maybe we just let it burn. I think that's an Usher song. Glad our scouts are still being active. Remember, in the Tang Dynasty, as the Chinese, your scouts get this huge bonus to their vision range. I think people forget about that for the Chinese. Like, their scouts are incredible. We actually slip our villager past. They might have seen it. But yeah, we've got 5 spearmen here guarding another outpost, and it's going on the double stone here. That's pretty cool idea from Fish. He's just going to deny stone and make sure that I can't get that second town center down. Stone is valuable for the Chinese. Oh no, this poor archer. Okay, but my other archers seem to be getting the idea. We supervise the archery range. Should probably take... Okay, I think we swapped the Imperial official back over to the lumber camp. Actually hard to tell. No, I don't think he's supervising. He's supervising the archery range, yeah. We're shooting down as many spearmen as we can, and I love the increased time to build for outposts. We could probably come forward and maybe snipe this villager. We're starting to get there because we're thinning all these spearmen out. That feels pretty good. But yeah, we're trying to get the villager. The villager's the big issue, and yeah, there you go. But, I mean, I'm okay with this. It's annoying that the outpost is up front. Oh, wow, and he's putting arrow slits on it? I don't know about arrow slits on that one. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about putting arrow slits on these outposts. But anyway, Fish did age up there's that silver tree, and he's using it to double produce traders. Now, this is interesting. He's going to double produce them, march them over to the trade post, and then park the silver tree up here. Then once the traders are good to go here, the silver tree is good to go here. He's going to order them to start trading, and then the 4 of them will just have to get up to this upper corner and deliver a ton of gold. Kind of a cool strategy. You can see I'm falling behind on the economic units because he's double producing those traders, and now he's moving the silver tree. This is such a cool strategy. I really like seeing this. And you can see the traders can't trade with the trade post just yet. They need to wait for the silver tree to get into position. So I'm actually just walling up this entire area. We've got some spare wood. We accidentally overgathered when we were gathering for these archers to stop the push that was coming here, the tower rush. But we're not going to use it to make a second town center because all the stone is pretty much locked off by these outposts. So we just spent our wood on all these walls. I bet the silver tree's in position. Here come those traders. 110 gold per trader. Right here is about 450 gold marching towards Fish's corner right up here. This is looking good. Archers engaging with spearmen. Problem is, I don't want my villager going down. But we can finish this wall off. We're not seeing any horsemen from Fish. He's gonna have to put down a stables. Yeah, he should probably stop producing these spearmen. And yeah, okay, yep. We're seeing some early horsemen coming out. Even just early horsemen would do a really good job down here. I guess I'm happy I'm walling off, but the damage has already been done. Like the village, the traders are already on their way, and that'll give him all the gold he needs to go up to the castle age. He should probably just pull these villagers off right now. Put them on sheep or get them out to these berries or maybe these deer. Yeah, the gold is secured. Curious what he'll do with all the gold. Don't know. We're trying to play our own game back home. We are supervising our mill, gathering up these sheep, I should say. We're building the Barbican of the Sun back here because we see that all this food would be secured. And I should mention that we did go for this alternate gold. We pivoted away from this gold, and I think we got away with it because he still hasn't discovered what's going on here. There's those early horsemen. We'll probably see them. I mean, surprising they went up here to attack the scout. They really should have come down here. We did get a random archer here, and we ended up finding the steppe redoubt going up. We're going to lead them away with our archer, and we'll send those other archers we had down here that way. Yeah, maybe we can pick up some villagers here. A little bit of target firing. Nice. But, yep, there's those horsemen. Now, Fish did have the economic unit advantage, but he hasn't continued to produce traders, at least not yet. And we've gotten up our Song Dynasty with our Barbican of the Sun, so we are producing villagers faster now. And finally we get to age up. We pretty much just gathered from these berries, and we've been aggressively gathering gold. And look at this. Right when I was looking over here, just before these traders arrived, I was like, man, I should probably wall up over here. Because aren't there... He could easily send the traders down this way. And now I'm thinking, oh, I'll trap them in, but my villagers, they neglect to build this wall right there. That was so annoying, because look what happens. We can start chasing the traders down. Oh, look at that. The outposts, arrow slits enhancement might actually help. But we get the veterancy upgrade for our spearmen. Ooh, would love to get that kill. Nice. But the horsemen have already burned through this palisade wall. Not much happening there. Alright. We've gotten our castle age. We're still only on one town center. We'd like to get to a second. We're going to trickle in some stone over here. And I think we went down here. We were going to build an outpost. Oh, no. My villager ran from this location, made it to the corner, and just started mining stone. Yeah, we're going to try and secure relics, because we saw that he was grabbing relics off of the map. Yeah, he's already got 2 shamans out. Unfortunate that my villagers are caught out over here. I'm probably going to lose all of them. There is a lancer in the mix. Not much we can do there. And it looks like we're clearing out those outposts. Very nice. We really want to use those heavily armored units, like the palace guards, to just burn down these outposts. If he wants to come forward with his man-at-arms, then we're just going to bring our crossbowmen over, because we've got the right production centers. 2 barracks, 1 archery range. That's giving us a good variety of units. Okay, nice. Outpost is burning down. We'll just retreat. And the crossbowman can help with these man-at-arms. And it looks like he's getting upgrades. Yeah, we're starting to see some whistling arrows. We're going to see +1 ranged armor. But those traders came by again, and we ended up killing all of them. So that clears out a few economic units. And we're actually sending our villager back over to wall this up. The more we continue to wall this up, the better. It's the one way to really stop trade. Don't think that just putting a few outposts near a market's gonna, or a trade post is gonna do anything. You've really got to shut it down with walls. Glad to see the scout still moving around the map. I want to make sure he doesn't have the step redoubt on this double gold spot. I want to know where his step redoubt is at. Because if we can put pressure on it, that'd be great. That'll cut off his gold supply. So yeah, I'm actually sending units up here anticipating that it's already up here, but we're not seeing it. We did get our second town center up, but we're running into some food problems. We were only getting about 500 per minute. We need more than that. So we're going to get a little risky here. We're going to go out for these deer. I had been eyeing these for a while, but I wasn't sure when I'd have the forces to actually go and take advantage of them. Great scouting here. I'm confirming where to strike. I thought I would strike up here for the step redoubt. Instead, we're going to spot some villagers down here. We're definitely going to go right here with our units up here. Running into a few units in the center, and it's the classic Castle Age composition. Spearmen, man-at-arms, and crossbowmen. We can make our own. It's just we have to make sure we go a little heavy into spearmen because of all these lancers. But I'd be all right if we went really hard into crossbowmen. That never really hurts. And nice, we're finding these villagers, but Fish was quick to pull them. We're really only at 7 villager kills. We'd like to get more. And nice, looks like we found villagers on the step redoubt that we are discouraging from gathering. And these 3 crossbowmen here are really helpful for beating out these opposing man-at-arms. These are going to be some sticky units. They're going to stick around for a while. And he tries to send lancers in, but there are so many units just rallied right here. Fortunately, we walled off on the south. We're remembering to wall. I really like that. And yep, he's brought some of his units back home. I'm just going to run for it. I don't really want to engage. Market hanging out over here, but again, we blocked it off with the wall. Feeling good about that. We are losing sacred sites. That is unfortunate. Just a consequence of him having his shamans out on the map while I have no religious units. Fortunately, we do have this relic secured. I don't think he's ever coming for this relic. Nice, we're clearing out more of these outposts. We should think about more opportunities to wall off once we get rid of this outpost. We'd love a wall here, maybe between this gap here. That'd be great. And let's get out of here with our crossbowmen. Let's take a look again at upgrades. Looks like I've got a few economic upgrades already, and we're pretty heavy in gold. I would not mind a few more blacksmith upgrades coming. Because our opponent, yeah, already getting additional ranged armor, getting more food gathering. No wheelbarrow just yet. And yeah, nice. We do have more upgrades coming. In fact, we may have, yeah, a bunch queued up and being supervised by the Imperial official. I love seeing this. If you've got excess gold, you can use your Imperial officials to just pump out units and pump out upgrades. That is one advantage to aggressively gathering gold as the Chinese. You can actually leverage these Imperial officials for other things. Like, yeah, there's a lot of tax just sitting around on these spots here. And we could produce some more Imperial officials, but I don't know. I like how we're leveraging them currently. Looks like we are losing the map control we once enjoyed, so we're contracting. We're going to abandon the mill there. We were walling this off. We were in the middle of it. But the Lancers arrive, and look at that. More sacred sites being captured. Fortunately, we have crossbowmen right here. We can take care of this shaman. And also, fortunately, we have units canceling this sacred site, and we're getting an outpost down. This is going to get busted up, and yep, he understands. Burn through this, then the market can start trading very easily. We should get these crossbowmen involved, but I think right now we were focused on securing this area because we need this deer. We need that food income. Because we're only starting to make our transition to farms, although it's looking pretty good. Like the look of these, liking the look of these granaries and farmlands. Or these rice paddies, looking good. We do have gaps in our defense, so I'm glad we're walling this up again. And like I said, I wanted to see more walling, and we're getting it. Hope we secure all of this. Yeah, looking really good. Lancers showing up, and I would not be surprised if Fish has a bigger force than me right now. And yeah, look at that. A big army for Fish, and he's aggressively producing man-at-arms. He's also got great blacksmith upgrades. I think if I were him, I would strike right now while the iron's hot. It'd be such a good idea to get aggressive here. I'm not sure where to strike, though. Looks like he's got a lot of units gathering over here. That's giving us a free preview of his army. I'm enjoying that. That means I can start producing exactly what I need. And I'm realizing that it needs to be siege units. We get a siege workshop down. We actually have the astronomical clock tower, but I was thinking, let's get the siege workshop and then supervise it, and maybe we can get units out a little faster. But I wouldn't be opposed to just using the clock tower. I don't think I hotkeyed it. That was the problem. That big force has moved to the middle of the map again, and we have found those villagers on the deer here again. Okay, and we're just discouraging them. Okay, I like that he just decided to retreat them. We were actually coming up here to see if we could find the traders that have been working up this way. And there they are. Really wish a scout was involved in this group, but guess we're not going to see it. And we're seeing his units. He's got basically two control groups, it seems. This big group of cavalry that's made up of his Khan, lancers, and horsemen. And then his huge infantry ball, which is just man-at-arms and crossbowmen, and maybe a handful of archers. Again, a huge military advantage for Fish, but our economic advantage is starting to take off. We need to keep these town centers working, keep getting those farms down, and yeah, keep gathering up these deer. We really need that. Also, we're pretty low on production buildings. It's literally just these two barracks, an archery range, and a siege workshop. So I'd like to see some more unit production, although the fact that we have so many of these structures supervised, although the blacksmith, we don't need him supervising that anymore. It's really keeping my production up. I like that. Discouraging man-at-arms from the front lines. Trying to not reveal the entirety of my army. I don't want him to know that I have Nest of Bees. But we'll see. The Springald shots maybe clued him in that I was starting to go for siege units. And I like this outpost with the Springald emplacement and just the handful of units here being really annoying. He could come over here, but it's going to not be very cost effective. I have the right units. He needs to bring his infantry all the way down here. This is unfortunate. A small group of units that, again, I sent out just as a raiding force. We run into his entire army. They're just going to get gobbled up. But I like seeing that his forces are on the south end of the map, so we're going to make a play. We're going to build this palisade gate and then head up here. It looks like I'm getting away with an outpost, then let's secure it with a keep. Maybe should have put it over here, but honestly, I'd rather it remain a little bit of a secret. I'd rather he be trading over here and not even realize that I'm taking this gold vein. This is scary. Big cavalry ball heading in here. A lot of villagers exposed. And my unit composition's getting exposed here too. The Nest of Bees take shots. We end up chasing out a lot of these. That feels good, especially because this outpost has one of the hand cannon emplacements. We're going to fill up that wall. We had a little chop through gap there. And then we can start gathering wood over here. And this is what I like to see. I'm starting to realize that the way to play against the Mongols, and I struggle against the Mongols very often, your best strategy is to segment things off. Just take small victories off of the map by walling things up. As long as there aren't just huge masses of cavalry sitting in the middle of your base, you're doing all right against the Mongols. So play the long game. Tell yourself, I can respond to what the Mongols do, but wherever I respond or wherever I move and secure, he's probably going to destroy something else. So always be looking to secure something off of the map, advancing a little forward, getting an outpost down, and avoiding large-scale engagements with his units, because he's gonna want to trade with you. And by trade, I mean trade units. Have them duke it out, because you get so much gold. There's so much gold flowing in for fish, thanks to the step reduction. Oh, I like this. These units getting drawn into my keep. That's really good, considering the military advantage that fish has. Any kind of thinning of his numbers feels really good. And man, his upgrades are looking great. Almost 2-2 for everything. We're losing, again, more map control, but, you know, every time we lose something, we've secured something. And we're always ready to give up what we've gained. So up here, I'm thinking, if he sent a bunch of rams, we might just have to run for it. Ooh, these villagers are not going to have a good time. Oof. Oh, wow, even the shaman, maybe. Would love to wall up here, but there are two horsemen hanging out here. Yeah, would love just like a wall here, because then the traders would have to walk near the keep and just get gunned down. I'm a little nervous about sending out my forces here, and if I had known what the military count was right now, I would not be standing out here with my army. I mean, we cannot be out on the map right now. We need to play defensively, and we need to get our just sustainable economy going in the back of our base, and that's what this granary, or what this triple granary and all these rice paddies are doing. They're giving us that unbeatable food economy that we need. So let's just defend. Again, we're just taking little bits off the map. If we lose three villagers here, 5 villagers there, it's really not that bad. We're okay taking little losses. Yeah. Occasionally sending small clumps of units out to see what we can find, see if we can get any wins, but we really want to avoid full-scale engagements, and it looks like that's what's happening here. He's going to send in all his horsemen, but where is his infantry ball? Oh, it's up here. He should really clump up the infantry here as well, and look at all these... more cavalry just finally deciding to commit in here. We're going to lose a lot of villagers here. That's painful. I'm just pulling them back. I think I'm going to send them down maybe to gather a different resource. Let's see. Or I might just send them right back to work, knowing that I've got a bunch of forces heading this way. Nest of bees aren't too effective here. I'd much rather they get closer to my units and stay close. Okay. We just need to retreat these villagers. We've got plenty of villages around, and now I'm realizing that I need to retreat all my villagers that are in the rice fields, so we'll do that. But look at the army value. It's no longer as one-sided as it used to be. All these rice fields working away, we're able to produce a ton of units. I mean, we're sitting at 33 spearmen. They trade amazingly well versus these lancers. Like, look at all the kills. There goes the Khan. Few lancers. Where are these gonna go? They're just getting hit by the Barbican now. And where is the infantry mass? It should have came right in, but we re-walled the moment the lancers made it in. And now all these lancers are gonna go down because we have so many units here. Wow. The units that we sent out, which was kind of a risky move, we were able to burn down the silver tree, but we run into the infantry ball up here. So maybe he's using his infantry to defend his own holdings and using the lancers and cavalry to take out my economy. Maybe that's Fish's thinking, like infantry to secure my own side of the map, horsemen and lancers to deal economic damage to the opponent. Sadly, this trade post is still available for him to trade at. But I do like how we're working away at this gold vein. Keep thinning that out, and let's look to maybe secure this one. And look at that. just because it was just his cavalry, and we have so many spearmen. This attack just really did not work out for him. Maybe picked up 10, 15 villager kills with the raid, which is not bad. That's pretty good, but we're already replacing them. We're at 102 economic units. None of those are traders, but they're all villagers, and we have decent economic upgrades. Would like to see a few more. We've got the gold to do so. Would also love to see a market, because we could trade off some of this gold for other resources. Now that Fish has made it to the Imperial Age, we're kind of nervous about losing this keep to bombards or just siege units in general. Let's see what upgrades he prioritizes. Looks like stone bounty. Oh, that's an interesting one. Plus 50 stone. Oh, okay. And then he's also going to get roller shutter triggers improved. Increase the weapon range of spring rolls by +3. And I think he might be... Yeah, he's getting the improved version, so it's actually +4 tiles. Wow. So his spring alts are just going to be a class above my own. And we're going to see that in action here because he's moving forward with his infantry. Our spring alts are taking shots, but we have to back away. Yep, because we're seeing spring alts just... Oh, no. He's sniping mine. Really good work from Fish here, prioritizing sniping the spring alts. I'm trying to fire back at this point, but now I'm going to lose my nest of bees. Yeah, we've got to retreat these units back, because that's how we're going to win against all of his ranged units. Though he doesn't actually have all that many. It's just 12 crossbowmen. Where are the rest of my forces? I sent a bunch of them over this way, sort of roundabout, and now I'm maybe regretting it, because I'm losing all of my siege units. And we're having to fight against all this infantry. Our upgrades are okay, but he's getting his elite man-at-arms. I'm glad that he's forgotten to get it. He kind of delayed it, and during this entire fight, his man-at-arms were just the Castle Age version. When this finishes, it's going to be really difficult for me. That said, we're producing more crossbowmen. Hopefully we're prioritizing crossbowmen. Okay, looks like we've got a few more in the queue. And we're starting to use, our own spring alts to deal damage. We took out his mangonel, which is good. So yeah, we can't do anything about his archer ball, but he can't do anything about my ranged units either. Unfortunately, we do have the hand cannon outpost. We do have the town center. That's at least providing some support. And you'll notice that his units are thinning, and mine are going crazy. Look at how many villager kills we've gotten. We're already up to 47. That small group we sent out on the map hit all these villagers here, all these villagers here. He's completely forgotten about his villagers. Yep, he's only just noticed. And he knows that he can't stick around with just these forces. I seem to just continually be producing units. And they're annoying units. It's palace guards backed up by crossbowmen, and he doesn't have any mangonels in the mix. I was even able to tickle these spring alts with these units on the back lines. But wow, look at all these Imperial Age technologies. Fish really is good at prioritizing what he wants in the Imperial Age, what technologies he needs. A little slow on the elite man-at-arms, but that's okay. Because now that we're seeing biology coming through, such a good tech for a cavalry-heavy civ. Although, the way Fish is going, it's looking like he's going more infantry now. And I've been continually pivoting my villagers. When we saw all of those units stream in here, all these villagers who were chopping wood, I actually sent them north to gather up gold and gather from this boar. It's a little bit much, though. We're already at 5,000 gold. We really don't need all of this. Glad we're going to start gathering from the boar, but we should probably bring these villagers back home. We're trying to get a keep up here, but his lancers show up. Surprised we're not seeing more scouts in Fish's composition. I've only got one. I suppose he does have the con. And look at that. 2 bombards are out. I think we're going to spot them somewhere. I should send these units in a little further. It looks like he went with the white stupa. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to come forward, try and kill some of his villagers here, because we have a huge economic advantage. We don't even realize it. We murdered so many villagers, we had no idea the economic damage that we did. when we sent that small force out while we were dealing with the huge infantry ball that attacked us up front. Look at that. We're still playing a little scared, just keeping all of our units here, thinking that the infantry ball might show up. But it's already moved up here, and we can see that they're going to come for this keep. So now I need to write off this upper corner. Like I was saying, we need to be willing to just abandon areas of the map when we see a force heading that way. You can see Fish is still ahead in military. The Mongols, it's fine to be behind with economic units because you can get bonuses from like the Steppe Redoubt and the Ovus producing spare stone for you. Ooh, gonna lose some villagers here, but like I said, it's only 3 villagers. It's really not that painful. So yeah, we're just abandoning this whole area. He thinks, great, I'm finally clearing out this keep, but we're just gonna pivot down south. We're just gonna send all our villagers that way. Food economy still looking good. We're at about 2K. That's really good. Saw the cavalry busting through here, sent some units this way, sent some units this way. We're just going to chase them off. And I want to keep these units on the south side of the map because we know that he's got forces up here. We really want to secure this keep. So let's just keep sending our infantry this way. And hopefully we've got some villagers on the way to build this outpost. Or build this keep. Right into Lancers. Fortunately, we've got our veteran spearmen in the mix. It's been a while since Fish has made it to the Imperial age, and oh wow, even getting tithe barns, looking nice. That's going to be, again, more of an economic advantage that won't be shown in the economic units section. And ooh, looks like I'm losing villagers over here, but we did just make it to the Imperial age. We got the Spirit Way. I didn't really have any stone walls to put up the Great Gatehouse. And I know that this keep won't last long. There were bombards in the mix back here. Oddly enough, these villagers got away with just staying here, so we're all right. We can keep gathering from this boar. And now, yeah, we're sending the villagers out. We need to send these units forward. They definitely need to back these units up. What did we prioritize when we made it to the Imperial age? We wanted elite crossbowmen as one of our upgrades, and we absolutely wanted elite palace guards. We've just been making palace guards and crossbowmen, it seems. But now we're understanding that, well, we can make hand cannoneers. Let's get a few of those out. It looks like we've rounded out a bit more of our production. The Imperial officials are really stepping in for the missing military production. Yep, there's those bombards. They're going to start working down the keep. We've abandoned these fields. We'll head down this way to this other boar. We're finding the Lancers. He's trying to put a stop to my keep going up, and he's target firing my villagers, which is smart. That's definitely the right move. Yeah, we're down to just one villager, and yeah, the outpost will just target fire it. And look at that, the Steppe Redoubt shows up down here, but it is exposed. My units are here. We're gonna kill off all these villagers. And with all of his units up here, he's now gonna try and pivot down here, but he's not sure. Do I commit to taking out the keep, or do I head down here and secure the gold? I would say secure the gold, but he's already in my base. He's thinking like there's juicy villagers just on the other side, and we roll forward with our spring alts, and we might be able to get some shots on the bombard, but yeah, there's those incredibly distant spring alts. They're just gonna shred mine. That said, we're gonna engage with his units. All these elite crossbowmen with great upgrades, they're happy to engage here, especially now that, oh, nope, the bombard's coming back. It's gonna continue to work down the keep. But yeah, we're feeling like we're trading all right here. If there was a mangonel here, we'd lose big time. Glad to see these units here. Glad to see the villagers coming over. That's great. Steppe Redoubt, not sure where it's at right now. We're continuing to, yeah, just take little bits of resources off the map. Grabbing up a gold vein, grabbing up a stone vein right there. Random villager coming forward, okay. And he's kind of forgotten about these units, and there's not too many there. Our military is starting to equalize. But man, it's a close game. I'm at 133 pop. Fish is at 120. I am starting to get some tier 3 blacksmith upgrades. That's going to feel good. Also, just in general, now that we're in the Imperial Age, I don't think the Mongols are feeling too good about it. I also say to myself when I play the Mongols, all I need to do is survive long enough, because their technology does not get better and better as they age up. Like, there's some really cool techs that they get, and Fish prioritized those. But for the Chinese, there's just tons of technology that's available to them. Look at that, we're even getting reusable barrels to reduce the cost of Nest of Bees in case he continues to go heavy into these crossbowmen. That, and we're getting all of these hand cannoneers out, and they have such a bonus to their damage. Really cool to see. Now that the game's gone late, we're feeling that Chinese tech advantage. Like, look at this. Engaging with all these units. We've also got the Palace Guards with that plus 30 health. Yeah. I mean, these Elite Man-at-Arms have 180. The Palace Guards are sitting at 210. I'd love to see us get the infantry tactics, the technology from the university that gives your units bonus health. And here we are trading off more units. Our militaries are really thinning out, and the question becomes, if both the militaries are thinned out, who has the advantage? Well, the person with the economy. It's scary when you're being surpassed temporarily, but if you can get everything down to zero army-wise, whoever's got the better economy is going to be able to rearm themselves faster. They'll be able to just get out a new army and re-engage. Yeah, I'm starting to win the game just from the strength of my economy, not losing large masses of villagers, never really having the catastrophic failure that I occasionally run into when I play against the Mongols. Though we are seeing the Silver Tree coming back up. Look at that. I think we might see traders again. Yeah, I feel like Fish is trying to get his economy back up, but mine is just continuing to run like a well-oiled machine. And we're probably thinking about trade ourselves. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some markets go up, because the number of available golds on the map is really starting to thin. There's these two up here, which Fish has wisely secured, though I am sending some units that way. And then there's this large gold vein down here. I'm just kind of gathering a little bit, just a few trickles down here, but mostly prioritizing the stone. And yeah, there's the markets coming in. Yeah. We're going to trade trick with these two markets and just start up our economy. Yeah, and you can see that's what Fish is up to. He's got all of these traders delivering gold up to this far corner here. Or at least he's trying to. Looks like they're bugging out a little bit. Yeah, I think he's just getting everything organized. Oh, maybe he didn't fully repair the Silver Tree. Or this is old information. I'm not really sure. Hard to say. But, ooh, those cannon emplacements on the outposts are always smart. Should probably get this battering ram going in on it. I think that was the plan, actually. Yeah, because this one's about to get a cannon emplacement. And I've realized, yeah, I don't really have the units to destroy buildings. We'll let the battering ram handle it. Looks like a bit of a chop through here. That's a little awkward. We should try to wall that back up. And now we run into his army. But it is smaller. We can't really tell because there's a lot of stealth forest here and we don't have a scout in the mix. But we've realized, ooh, this is not where we want to engage. Let's pull out. The battering ram's doing good work. We don't really need a bombard up here. In fact, rarely do you need a bombard against the Mongols until you're in the Imperial Age and they are just spamming out those cannon emplacements. Oh, still no wheelbarrow for Fish. Gotta get that. It's such a good technology. Love to see the Chinese keep just raining down bullets on all these elite horsemen. You notice the Lancers are gone. The gold economy for Fish got crushed. He hasn't moved his step redoubt up here. And I have to assume this gold is out. He'd be gathering way more if he still had this gold available. Maybe he's eyeballing this one, but secured by a keep. I think Fish really failed to, after he took down this keep, he failed to move his villagers over here and actually start mining from these gold veins. And now we're just sending all of our units this way because we know that he's desperately going to try and trade. And it looks like, oh god, the trade trick is not quite working out. These traders are just confused. I wonder why they're bugging out. Is this thing still not repaired? No, it has to be. I don't know. Regardless, we're gonna work on all these traders. If you're curious about the trade trick, or if you've heard me talking about the trade trick, it could be possible Fish isn't doing it correctly here, but I doubt it. There might be some weird bug going on with the silver tree. But essentially, you make a bunch of markets near the trade post, right-click all of those trade posts on, or all of those markets, your big production markets. You right-click on your other market, the one that you want them to trade to, and then you hold down Shift and right-click this trade post, basically telling all of these markets that when they produce traders, the traders should trade with this market and this market. That's what happens when you hold down Shift after you set that initial connection. It's what I'm going to do over here. You can see I right-clicked the distant market, then I Shift-clicked the trade post. We're flooding Fish with units here. It's starting to feel like the end of the game because I've just got way too big of an army. Huge kudos to Fish. This was an awesome game. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 windows where he could have really pressed the issue and maybe caught me off guard and possibly won, but I'm glad I decided to play it late, let it go to the Imperial Age, and just win by that sheer Chinese technology advantage. Hope you enjoyed the game. I really did. Catch you for the next one.